I'm so sorry, Sharon.
What are you apologising for? It wasn't your fault.
How'd it go? The woman's a nutter. I don't care what's going through that twisted little mind of hers. Nobody deserves that.
Don't they?
She did what?
She pushed her in. Oh, as good as. She gave Chrissy this almighty slap. Next thing we know, it ain't just an inch down there.
And I'd do exactly the same all over again and all. No, actually, I'd do one thing different. Next time, I'd make sure she stayed down there, just like she did with that husband of hers.
See you in a minute. Hold up, Peg.
Oh, you were dead right, Billy. She didn't do it, no. Sam told me everything that happened that night, chapter and verse. She's rotting away in that stinking prison when all the time Den Watt's real murderer is standing over his grave making speeches.
Funeral over already?
No idea.
Didn't you go?
Would you? Look at what he did to us. Look at what he did to everyone around us.
Yeah, but he's still...
What? My dad? Dad is someone who looks out for his kids, who cares for them. I'd have thought you, of all people, would have understood that, Charlie.
I understand, all right. I felt exactly the same about my brother's funeral. The one that did all that to Cat. How could I stand by his grave and sing a hymn and say a prayer? I couldn't. I just didn't go.
Good for you.
Still cried for him, though. I mean, don't matter what he did, whatever he was still my brother.
You're soft, Charlie. You really think he'd have done the same if it was you there lying in that box?
Dennis not here? What Peggy said. It was evil and twisted. And anyone who asks me about today about what happened in that churchyard, that's what I'm going to tell them. Thank you, Sharon. You don't have to thank me, it's the truth. Well, it's not what Peggy thinks. Once she starts spouting all that poison around us. Peggy's lost her daughter. Sam's been taken away from her. He's bound to do weird things to her head. Which is the only reason I haven't gone and then punched her lights out. I still think you're being pretty generous. She ruined your father's funeral. That's the point, isn't it? Dad's funeral. I've lost someone too, haven't I? Lost me dad. I know how she feels. Oh, Sharon.
What's this? Sharon sending in the cavalry, is she? Tell her I'll be back later when that farce is over and done with.
Sharon don't know. Nobody knows. I said I was going home for a bit.
Well, don't let me keep you.
I want to talk to you, Dennis.
And what about? You know, the weather, football, the price of fish? There's only one thing I don't want to talk about right now.
Dennis. Why wasn't you up at the cemetery today like you should have been?
Because Sharon told me not to.
And what did you do to make her say that?
I hated the man, OK, Dot? I hated him. And you know what? Even though he's dead, I still hate him, so I'm not going to start pretending otherwise.
Good. I thought you was going to say you couldn't be bothered, you couldn't care less, but if you hate him, still hate him, then there's a feeling there, ain't there?
Yeah, and I know exactly what kind of feeling.
Oh, Dennis, don't waste your life in bitterness.
If he'd have been different, I'd have been different.
Or what might have been. Make your peace with him.
Peace.
Yes, 'cause that way you'll make your peace with yourself, 'cause there's only one person suffering here, and it ain't Den.
Right, I'm out here.
And there's other people you want to make your peace with, 'cause have you heard what happened up at the cemetery today?
The girls are not here right now.
So when will they be back?
Peggy?
See, Charlie, I can't imagine it's you. Which one is it, eh? Which one is sticking their neck out and protecting a murderer?
This is a matter for the police, Peggy.
My daughter's in prison for something she didn't do.
Well, just leave it to them, yeah?
And someone in this family is helping keep her there.
This is not the way.
Charlie, how would you feel if one of your daughters was banged up?
One of my daughters was banged up.
Then you should know how it feels.
Yeah, like being ripped in two. Look, Peggy,
It's all right. Sam's already made me promise not to involve Zoe, so you don't need to worry on that score.
Yeah, look, right now, you want to take on the whole world. And yes, I understand that.
No. Right now, I want to take on that lying little cow who's protecting a real murderer.
My girls ain't liars.
What about Stacey?
Is it?
I'm not saying another word about this.
Charlie, this alibi is the reason my daughter's behind bars and not Chrissy Watts.
Says Sam.
Sam's my family. I trust what she says.
Yeah, and this is my family, and I trust what they say.
Babe, I've got work.
I've only just heard.
Typical Dad. Went to have his last little bit of drama.
You okay?
Bit late for the care and concern, isn't it?
Sharon, I'm sorry.
I could have done with some of that at the graveside.
Right, let's get down there, shall we?
Chrissy?
Jake, I'm okay. And even if I'm not, I'm certainly not going to let Peggy Mitchell see that she's got to me.
You know, I've been watching you all day. Before Peggy, before she pulled that stupid stunt. There's no truth in it, is there? In what Peggy said.
You did your level best to ruin Dad's funeral. Now you're setting on spoiling his wake as well.
This isn't about your dad.
I don't see anyone else being buried today.
Well, stick around, you just might.
Not now, Peggy, okay?
This is my daughter we're talking about.
And it's my father.
And you don't want justice for what happened to him.
Oh, we'll get justice for what happened to my dad.
Not while that lying, cheating cow stays out the nick, you won't.
Where's all this come from?
It's what you said when we got back to the pub. Something about you deserving it or something.
I don't know what I said when we got back to the pub. I was in a right old state.
But all the way through the service, all the time the coffin was back here at the pub, you never looked at it. Sharon did. I mean, she even touched it once, but you never looked at it, not once.
Well, I'm squeamish about coffins.
Yeah, but then you had to look at it, didn't you? Because there you were, actually lying on it. And Chrissy, your expression.
My expression what?
Did you do it? Did you kill Den?
Stay here.
What?
Don't come down. Not for a minute. I mean, we don't want no more unfortunate incidents today, do we?
Why, what's happening?
Peggy is down in the bar. Now, it's all right because Sharon's talking to her, but I think it would be best if you give it a minute.
No, I'm not hiding behind Sharon.
Oh, don't you start, Chrissy. I don't think my nerves will stand it.
I'm not going to start anything, Dot. I'm going to end it.
She's pulling the wool over your eyes, Sharon. Can't you see that?
No. No, it's Sam that's doing that to you. She's putting on this little girl lost act and you're falling for it.
Sam was framed by a woman who's too scared to even come down here and face me.
I'm here, Peggy.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Chrissy, you go. I'll get rid of her. Come on.
I don't want Peggy to leave.
Don't fancy your chances trying to make me, you mean?
I'd like you to stay and have a drink, Peggy. I'd like to put what happened today behind us. Write it off as the emotion of the occasion or something. But you don't look in any mood to do that, do you?
No. No, I'm not.
Right. So let's have it out once and for all, shall we, Peggy? Have your say.
You know what I'm gonna say? You killed your husband.
No. Your daughter killed my husband, Peggy.
You got that Stacey Slater to cook up an alibi.
I know what's happening here. You're trying to protect your daughter, and in your situation, I would do exactly the same thing.
So you're on my side now, are you?
You're a piece of work,
There are no sides here. This isn't a battle, Peggy. There are no winners or losers in this situation.
Well, tell that to Sam when that cell door slams shut on her tonight.
But what we can do today, Peggy, is say goodbye to Den. We can let go of Den. But you can't do that, can you? You can't let go of your daughter. You can't say goodbye to her. And you're hurting and you're lashing out and you're looking for someone to take her place. But I tell you, Peggy, that is not me. I'm not going to take Sam's place because I did not kill Den.
Swear on that, will you?
I have, in statement after statement to the police.
Well, do it now. To Sharon, Den's daughter, and to Den's son. Do it again now, with me watching you, with this whole pub watching you.
I did not kill Den. I did not kill your father. Now, Peggy, I understand that you're hurting, but enough is enough.
Can't any of you see what she's doing? How she's lying to you. How she's twisting things. Oh, come on, Billy.